Scrolling through a lot of long-form videos, but don't know how to make one? Well, don't worry. Today, I'm going to teach you how to edit a long-form video. First, let's see what are the assets required. You can pause the video here to see what are the assets you need. Like for example, you need laptop, transparent laptop, any video of Alex Hormozi. Zoom screen overlay. Secondly, you need a script document PNG and a bulb PNG. And for the end, Alex Hormozi's homepage screenshot.
So there will be a total of 2 scenes we'll be creating today. First scene will be this, and second scene we'll be creating some animations like this. Okay, so now we'll be making the scene 1. I have kept all my assets here. I'll just hit on a new composition, and while keeping this landscape, and let's make this 10 second. Okay, we are ready. First of all, I will bring my laptop, okay, and hit S to open up scale properties and make it big. Okay, let's make it even more big. Yeah, something like this, it's fine. Okay, now I'll bring in my video. Okay, so I'll just to make it look like it's inside the screen, first I will hit S to scale it. Okay, down, let's place it here like this. Let me cut it from this start. Okay, this is okay. Let me keep this around 5 seconds. I'll hit Alt and right bracket to cut it. Okay, now what we have to do is just I'll press this rectangle tool, and while selecting this video I'll just hold my mouse and drag it like this to make a screen. Okay, now we have made it look like the screen. Now to add the elements to give it a feel like a Zoom meeting, what we have to do is I'll first bring in my image of the Zoom overlay. Okay, and then I'll just again do the same thing. Select rectangle tool and then crop this or mask this out. Okay, now that's done. Hit Ctrl Alt Home, hit S, and then make it small. Try to fit it inside this. Okay, so what I can do is unlink this from here and adjust this. Okay, so we have got this. So for doing the animation, I'll just first go to new null object. Okay, let me rename this to laptop controller. Okay, so that's done now. Select all these and using the parent pick whip, just pick it to here, laptop controller. Okay, connect it with this. Now just hit S, Shift P, and yeah, that much, and then take these keyframes, go ahead to somewhere around here, 1 minute and 15 frames. Again hit the keyframes, go to the first keyframe, and I'll zoom this in like this. Okay, adjust the size somewhat like this to make it center. Then it will zoom out like this. To make it smooth, just select all the keyframes, press F9 to make it easy ease, and then while opening this keyframe graph, I'll drag this to the left.
Back in 2016, we had very...
Okay, now let me just hit this to deselect the sound. So first I'm going to bring in my screenshot. Okay, I've taken this screenshot from Alex Hormozi's YouTube homepage, and I'll put it here when the animation just ends, and from here I'll put this. Okay, now as you can see, in this area the animation is there. So for that, what we can do is it's simply just select this rectangle tool again, and while selecting the screenshot, just make this mask like this. Okay, now just hit on important. Okay, and then what we can do is again, while selecting this rectangle tool, switch on fill and make the color white. Edit the stroke, no stroke is needed, and again just overlap this. Okay, now we have done that, so it's looking as one. Okay, we cannot find the difference here. Now what we can do is first I have to make these two as one. So I'll just hit this and select the screen, take Control, Shift and C to open this pre-composed layer, and let's rename to YTL screen and select these two, click OK. Now bring this here, hit Control Alt and Home to bring this anchor point to the center. Okay, let me hit S for scaling. Okay, now first I need to do this, so I'll hit New Text. Okay, and let's change the font to SF UI and text regular, and I'll just write the subscribers. So let me first write while selecting caps lock 200K. Okay, let me just change the font to red so that I can see it for now, but we'll change the font color later. Okay, hit S and scale it down. Okay, now just I'll select this. Okay, open fill, and let's select this color. Yeah, this looks fine, matching. Now we have to just let me just alt and left bracket to cut this from the start. Then again go few frames forward, alt and right bracket. Now I'll just copy this 5 times. In the second one I'll put it here, third one like this to make it a stair format. Second one I'll write 500K, and third one I'll write 750K. So as you can see, the numbers are changing continuously. So after this we need to make that highlighting animation. For that, it's again simple. Just click on click outside first because we don't want anything selected. Now click on this pen tool, and then first I'll just make the stroke solid and change the color to this yellow. Okay, let me delete the fill. Now just click here and then click here. Okay, hit this toggle switch mode and make it multiply. Okay, now we want to do a simple animation. You just make this one here, head on to add, then select trim paths, open this, is end, go till here, again hit end, go to the first keyframe and make it 0, hit at 9, then drag this to the left. Just make this bigger. Yeah. Okay, so this is keep increasing, but no, the animation is still not complete. What we need to do now is head on again a new null object, and this time just select all these things which we did now in the second scene and draw, link it to null2. So if you move this, everything will move together. Okay, now simply just after this scene ends, go here and hit S and shift P and hit on properties and scale. Go ahead somewhere here, property scale, go to the first keyframe, increase the scaling and adjust the size like this, increase the scale a bit more. Okay, now from here in the second keyframe I have to just scale it even further. Okay, just select everything, hit F9 and drag this to the left. Okay, so we'll get this. Now for the effects, just simply what I'll do, hit new adjustment layer. In the effects and presets tab, I'll just select vignette, put it on this, Again, I'll hit new adjustment layer and select for Gaussian blur. Put it on the second one and increase the Gaussian blur. Now I'll select this ellipse tool and double click it. Hit on inverted and increase the feathery. So let's see the animation, what we created in the first scene. Okay, so our first scene is over. Now we'll be moving on to our second scene. Now we will be making the next scene, which is scene 2. So I have made a new composition here. Okay, so first, as you can see, we'll set up the scene. So we need these all objects. Okay, so for that, first, head on to this rectangle. Okay, and make it like this. To the holding shift, just drag this like this. Okay, zoom this in. Hit Ctrl Alt Comb and then R and rotate it like this. Okay. Okay, that's good. Now head on to light sweep in effects and presets and put it on this. Okay, now I'll bring this somewhere around here. Okay, then I will decrease the width, decrease this intensity. Okay. Okay, so this way you can get this psycho effect. Okay, so yeah, that is as simple as that. Click this, okay, pen tool and delete the fill. Now while opening stroke, what you have to do is select this solid color. Okay, now let's make this somewhat this color. Okay, now click here and then click at the bottom. Okay, and then we can increase the stroke of it like left. Okay, we have got that down too. Now we'll make this. Okay, so basically again I'll just hit on this rectangle too, but this time I'll select candid rectangle by hitting shift. Sorry, don't hit shift, just drag this out like this. Okay, and I'll just decrease the stroke, the polygon stroke, and make the fill. Delete the stroke. Okay, and I think here also we will be adding this light speed. Yep, triggering this somewhere around here. Okay, let me change some settings. Okay, so this way we get that glow here also. And now I just like inside that viral video ideas. So hit new text. Okay, and we can make it white color. Okay, you can change the font according to you. Okay, your wish. And then what we can do is just I'll head on to my project and I'll bring my bulb. Yeah, just rotate it and place it inside this. Okay, so we have set up this too. As you can see inside this there is another white line, so you can just make that. Nothing you have to do, just select this line which you already made, hit Ctrl D, copy this, rename everything. Okay, so it will be easier for you. And this time just what he has to do is hit on scale, deselect the properties, make it small and change the stroke to white color. Now just drag this up somewhere around here. Okay, and you have got that. And let's see what else is there. Okay, so these three again diamonds will be there and this will open up. Okay, now what you have to do is select this layer. Okay, and what you have to do is just keep this text and this bulb above that layer. Okay, so this is the bulb and this is the text, it is above that layer. Now you have to just head on here, the matting, select these two and link it with this. Okay, now I'll just hit the eye icon over here, and as you can see, when it is not there, all the things will be invisible, and when it is there, it will be back. Okay, so that way we can do this animation. Okay, it's simple as that. For the text, you can also add deep glow or glow, whichever you have is fine. Okay, so this is fine. Now we need to add 3 more these diamonds. So I'll just hit 3 times, select these, hit S to open up scale properties, make them small, and then drag them down here. Let's see what else is there. It will go down and another this will come up. Okay, so it's simple. Okay, just copy this again and put it here. Okay, now we are done. The only thing left is now doing the animation. Okay, so let's do it. First I'll just select everything by hitting Ctrl A and drag everything to the center. Okay, so just select this layer 1, hit R and S, select both of these keyframes, go ahead again in the keyframes, so to the first keyframe and rotate it somewhere like this and take the scaling to 0, so it will come up like this. Hit F9 to ease and then drag it to the left, so we'll get this animation. Okay, and as you can see in the video, when this comes up, the everything will come up. Okay, so now we'll select this, hit S, go here, scale keyframe, go here, scale keyframe, go to the first one, make it 0. Now at 9, release. Okay, so this will open up and then this will come down. So after this opens up, select this white line P, go ahead, drag this down around here, hit F9 and drag it to the left. Let me drag this farther so there is neither animation. Yeah. Now what we can easily do is just, when this is going down somewhere around here, just I will select these 3, hit T, opacity keyframe, go ahead here, again hit opacity keyframe, go in the start and make it 0, then F9. And then we can do the same animation called this. And this will be same now, so I'll just select this. So you have also got the second animation. Okay, so with this, both of the seals are over. See you in the next video.